Hey everyone, it's me Bailey and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a 24-hour readathon. So basically, I'm going to be reading the old-fashioned 24-hour way and starting at a certain time today and ending at a certain time tomorrow. But I feel like this readathon is going to be a little bit less like structured, I feel like, because I'm going to start like now and then just, well, not like now, but I'm going to start at 8 a.m. It's currently 7:33. I'm going to start at 8 a.m. and then see where I'm at 8 a.m. tomorrow, and if I feel like continuing later into the day, then I will. But for now, it's going to be from 8 a.m. today to 8 a.m. tomorrow that I'm going to see how much I can read in those 24 hours. I am going to have to run some errands today, so I have a couple of audiobooks that I have slated for me to listen to while I'm driving around and stuff like that. But while I'm at the house, I do plan on trying to read through all these books as much as possible. So I do have a bit of an ambitious TBR for the next 24 hours, but we'll see if I can get through it. I know that I'll at least finish one, if not two, of these books, but fingers crossed that I can get a lot of reading done over the next like 24 hours. So going through the TBR, we have Sable Peak by Devney Perry, and I have actually already started this. I am currently on page 185 in this book, so I am expecting to finish this book during this readathon. I started this book yesterday actually, and this is the last book in the Eden series, so I am almost done with the series, and I'm so sad because I love this series. And so basically I'm hoping to finish this in this 24 hours. This will probably be the first book that I pick up, since I am already like halfway through with it. I definitely see myself finishing it during this 24 hours. The next book that we have is Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros, and this is the second book in the Empyrean series after Fourth Wing. I'm currently on page 48 in this book. I started this book in December and have yet to finish it. So that's my goal for this readathon, is to also finish this book as well, because I've literally been reading this forever. So I want to go ahead and finish it. I was almost spoiled for this book yesterday, but I think I narrowly missed a spoiler. I think it was like a very vague spoiler, if you will. So want to finish this weekend. In case I come across any spoilers, I will be safe. So this is on the TBR as well. The next one is probably my most ambitious pick for this TBR, and that is House of Flame and Shadow by Sarah J. Maas. So this book has come out nearly a month ago now, and I still have not finished it for some reason. So I am currently on page 399 in this book, so 400 pages in, nearly halfway through it, and I have not finished it. I have been sort of in a HOFast slump, if you will, so I just haven't really been wanting to pick this up, but I'm hoping that during this 24 hours I will be able to pick this up. And I don't really care about finishing it during this 24 hours, but I at least want to get like a pretty decent chunk of this read. And then the next two that I have audiobooks for and that I am hoping to get to, but I don't really think that I will. It will kind of just depend on my mood for reading during this like 24 hours. We have Natural Beauty by Ling Ling Hong, and this I think is like a literary fiction with like a splash of horror in it that I got from the library and have been interested to read. So hopefully I can get to this one. I do have the audiobook checked out for this, so maybe I'll listen to this while in the car, like running around doing my errands and things like that. So we have this one that maybe I'll get to, maybe I won't, we'll see, but it's on the list nonetheless. And then for the final book that's on this TBR, I have Bright Young Women by Jessica Knoll, And this is also one that I got from the library. This is a mystery thriller that follows like a serial killer who is like targeting sorority girls, and that just sounded so interesting to me, so I picked this one up from the library as well, and hopefully I can get to this one and read it during the next 24 hours as well. But that's my TBR for the next 24 hours. Do I think that I'm going to read all these books? More than likely not, but I am in a very big reading mood at the moment, so I'm super excited to start reading and hopefully get quite a bit of reading done over the next day. So with that being said, I will talk to you guys again a little bit later when I have something to update. Okay, so we are around 1 hour into this readathon. It's currently 9:12, so a little bit over an hour, so like an hour and nearly 15 minutes. But so I wanted to come in and give my first update. So I've been reading Sable Peak, and I'm currently on page 239, and so I feel like I'm making some pretty good progress in it so far. Like I started on page 184 or something like that, 185, so read about this much in the last hour. And so now, because it is like 9 o'clock, so I do have to go to the library today to pick up some books. So I have to go to 2 libraries today. So I have to go to one that doesn't open until noon, and then the other one opened at 9, but I wanted to go to that one to pick up my hold today because it's next to my like favorite sushi spot. So I wanted to go and grab sushi today while I run over there to go pick that up, because might as well grab sushi while I'm over there, you know? So I was planning on doing that sometime today as well, but I wanted to make sure that I had enough time to like still be out, if that makes sense. I wanted to go there first, grab lunch, then head to the library, or like head to go get groceries and then go to the library, because I do have to get groceries today as well. So that'll probably take me an hour or two probably to do all of that, just because like I have to go downtown, which is on like the complete opposite end of the second library that I have to go to. So I'm just gonna be driving like pretty much all over town. So that's like my plans for a little bit later. I was thinking I'd probably go get in the shower here in a few minutes and turn on an audiobook while in the shower. I was thinking, I feel like I'm leaning a little bit towards Bright Young Women for the audiobook that I'm going to pick up. So I think I'm gonna sit here for a little bit longer and do a little bit more reading in this and see. I don't know, I feel like I can probably finish it. So maybe I think I will try to finish this first before I get like my day started. So I'm gonna go ahead and read some more of this, and then I'll update you guys probably once I finish, because I feel like the best course of action for me right now would be to finish this and then start Bright Young Women and then go run my errands and then come back. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I will update you guys again a little bit later. Hello. So it is now, okay, so it's 11:01, but it was 11 o'clock when I finished. But I just finished Sable Peak by Devney Perry. So 3 hours in and finished 1 book so far. So I feel like we're making pretty good timing, but I did just finish this. I enjoyed it. So this is the 6th book in the Edens series, the 6th and final book in the series. It follows Mateo and Vera, and this is like an interconnected romance series. But so before you read this one, you definitely have to read the one that comes before it. I like forget what order they go in, but it's like, so you would definitely have to read Crimson River before you read Sable Peak, because this definitely like spoils Crimson River and like builds off the plot of that book. So yeah, but I definitely recommend this series. I love this series so much, and I'm so sad that it's over, but I've had such a good time reading this series over the past like 2 years, and it's helped me find Devney Perry as an author. So I now read pretty much anything that she comes out with. So I've also been diving into her backlist some. So I'm just happy to have found a new author from the series. But now that I have finished this book, I'll be moving on to the next book that I'm planning on reading. So I think, like I mentioned earlier, I think I'm about to go hop in the shower and get ready to kind of run my errands and get ready for the day. And with that, I think I'm gonna end up picking up either Natural Beauty or Bright Young Women. I'm in the mood for, I think, Bright Young Women, so I think I'm gonna pick up that one and listen to that while I'm running my errands. I'm gonna go hop in the shower, start Bright Young Women, and get to moving. So with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again a little bit later. Hello. Okay, so I am getting ready to leave to go run my errands. I just finished getting ready, but I was listening to Bright Young Women while in the shower for like a little bit, but not like, I didn't listen to a lot of it just because I would have just preferred to have like listened to a YouTube video or something else over this at that point in time. But I'm going to be listening to this while I'm in the car, like driving and stuff. So far I feel like it is going to be interesting. From what I understand, it's following this woman who was in the sorority that has been targeted by this like serial killer, and so basically we're following her as she recounts what happens on the day that their sorority house is attacked by this killer, and then I guess like kind of going into what people are doing in the future and things like that. But so far it seems to be okay. I haven't really gauged much on the writing style yet, but I'm on page 15, so I'm interested to see how this is going to end up playing out, and hopefully I enjoy it because this sounded super interesting to me. So I definitely am wanting to like this, so fingers crossed that this is going to be a book for me. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and go so I can run my errands and come back home, and I will update you guys again later. Hello, so I'm back and I'm done running my errands, but I'm going to do like a little like library haul. Sorry, the camera's like in a weird angle. I'm gonna do like a little library haul because I had to go to 2 libraries today to pick up books. So the first one that I got was Finley Donovan Is Killing It. I'm hoping to read this one in March sometime, but I've heard a lot of good things about this book, so I'm super excited to read it. And then I also got Shark Heart, which I've been hearing a lot of talk about this book lately too, and I'm really excited to read it. So those are the 2 books that I picked up at the library today. But I did want to give an update on my progress in Bright Young Women. So I was not able to read as much as I wanted to. I listened to like quite a bit of it while I was like driving and stuff, but I've made it to page 71. I've made it to page 71 in Bright Young Women, and so far I'm enjoying it okay. It's like interesting enough, but I don't love the main character. Like, I don't like her at all. I don't know if that's supposed to be like the purpose of the book, but I just do not like the main character. So we'll see. I'm gonna continue reading this and listening to it and update you guys again later. It's 4 p.m. It's 4:02, so we still have about 15 hours left, in just under 16 hours left in this readathon. So I think I'm going to listen to this a little bit more, and then I think I'm gonna end up picking up Iron Flame here in a few minutes. But I think I might get me like a Red Bull or a coffee or something. I'm kind of feeling more of a coffee, so I think I might get me a coffee real quick and then get back to reading.
Making me hate you, probably think it's painful, but really I'm grateful. I think I've seen this before. This is the part where you say you want me to. I say I love you, then you go act a fool. That's how the story goes, just wanna let you know. No need to sugarcoat it. It's getting old, there's not much to uphold. I'll most likely go ghost. No need to sugarcoat it. I can't be the one to you anymore. It hurts me to the core. What you look for, it's not a psycho for you. Play tricks with my mind like voodoo. Might be a danger to you, but that ain't old news. Delusional clues, that's how the story goes. Just wanna let you know, no need to sugarcoat it. It's getting old, there's not much to uphold. I'll most likely go.
Hello. Okay, so it is now 8:35 and I just finished Bright Young Women by Jessica Knoll, and I don't know what my thoughts are on this. Like, it was what I was expecting, but it wasn't what I was expecting at the same time. I feel like I wanted more out of this than I got. I don't know, it just wasn't, like, it was fine, but it wasn't like what I was expecting, I guess. I don't know. I heard that this was like really good, and like the premise really intrigued me because, you know, it was about these sorority sisters who were like targeted by this serial killer, and I don't know, just I feel like the execution wasn't what it could have been. But I think I'm gonna end up like sitting on my rating for a little while because I just, like I said, even though it's still fresh in my brain, I don't know. So I'm gonna sit on my rating for this, but yeah. So now that I finished this, I'm gonna be moving on to the next book that I'm gonna read in this 24 hours, and that is going to be Iron Flame. So I did decide that tonight when I go to bed, I am going to like stop the timer. Well, because I mean, I didn't really set a timer, like I did, but I didn't. So like I have like a countdown letting me know that like there's like 11 hours and 22 minutes left in this readathon. But I think when I go to bed, I'm gonna stop that timer and then make up however many hours I end up sleeping tomorrow. So that way I'm not ending at 8 a.m. tomorrow. I'm ending at however much time I have left once I go to bed. But so yeah. Now that I'm finished with Bright Young Women, I'm going to be moving on to Iron Flame. Hello. Okay, so I think I'm gonna call it a night here. So it's currently 10:42 p.m. and so I have been reading some of Iron Flame, and I'm currently on page 122. I started on page 49, and I don't remember what time I started reading this, but I want to say it was probably around like 8:30 maybe. I don't know, but I have been reading for the last little bit, and now I'm ready to go to bed. So I'm gonna stop. So I had set a timer, but like it was like a 24-hour timer, so that way it would like go off at 8 a.m. tomorrow, and then that way it would help me like keep track of how many hours I had left. And so as of right now, I have like 9 hours and 15 minutes left on like my 24 hours, but I'm going to pause it while I go to sleep and then pick up the remaining hours tomorrow when I wake up, and then read for the remainder of the time tomorrow. So I'm thinking that'll probably be, depending on what time I like wake up, it'll probably be around like 4:30, 5 o'clock when the time is up tomorrow instead of 8 a.m. So I just decided to do that instead. That way I feel like I get the most out of the 24 hours, if that makes sense. So fingers crossed that during that time tomorrow I can put a pretty hefty chunk into Fourth Wing. I think I can maybe get it read. Like, it'll be like cutting it close with me like finishing it. If I do finish it tomorrow, I think it'll be like, I think it'll take the whole time. I think it'll be cutting it pretty close. But with that being said, I'm going to bed, and I will talk to you guys again in the morning. Hello, good morning. So it is now 7:25 in the morning, and I'm going to continue from last night where I left off. So that's going to be around 9 hours and 15-ish minutes that I'm going to be reading for today. So I'm going to go ahead and start that back right now. So that puts us ending at around like 4:40-ish. So I'm still reading Iron Flame. As I told you guys last night, I made it to page 122, which is the start of chapter 13, and so far I'm liking it okay. There's been like a couple moments that I've like brought the tabs out, which has been like good and fun. So I'm hoping that the rest of the story goes like, you know, well. So we'll see how I'm feeling, but I'm about to get into this for the rest of today, and I think that I can probably finish it today, but we'll see. But right now I'm going to put the audiobook on while I feed Navy, and then we'll get to reading. So with that being said, I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Hey friends, so I've come to report that I have literally been not doing very good at this readathon because I literally fell asleep. So I was sitting there, you know, reading my book as one does, and literally just fell asleep. So there's a little under 3 hours left. I think it just hit 3 hours. Okay, so it's like right at 3 hours left. So we're at like 2 hours and 59 minutes left in this readathon or whatever. And I fell asleep, didn't stop the timer or anything. So we're still going until 4:41. And so now I'm just going to read for the rest of that time and not finish Iron Flame like I thought I was going to, but that's okay. I've still gotten a pretty decent chunk into it. I was like 48 pages when I started, so the fact that I'm like almost halfway through with it, I feel like is progress in and of itself. Not to mention I did already finish 2 books since yesterday, so not mad at that. But now I'm just going to hang out, finish Iron Flame for the next 2 hours, and I'll talk to you guys again later. Hello. Okay, so now the 24 hours is officially over in like 5 seconds because my alarm's getting ready to go off. So the time is up for this 24 hours. It's currently 4:41, and I just wanted to hop on here really quickly and end this vlog and kind of go over what we did, what we read during this 24 hours. So started with Sable Peak and finished this. I decided to give this book a 4-star rating. I really enjoyed this book. I really enjoyed this series. I'm so sad that this series has come to an end, but overall I would definitely really recommend this series if you're thinking about reading it. Next, I finished Bright Young Women by Jessica Knoll, and I ended up giving this book 2 stars. I expected more out of this book than I got, but I don't really know. I think my expectations were a little bit higher than what I was thinking. Plus, I feel like this wasn't exactly what I thought it was going to be, but overall, I don't know. But I'm still happy that I read it, even if I didn't love it. And then finally, I was able to read some of Iron Flame. I was unable to finish this, but I did make it to page 400, which is a lot further than where I started on page like 48. So I would definitely say some progress was made in this. I do possibly see myself finishing this tonight. I have a little bit over 200 pages left in this book, so I might see about finishing this today after I end this video, but we'll see just how the rest of my night is gonna go. But these were the 3 books that I ended up reading in this video, and thank you guys for coming along on this 24-hour reading journey with me. That's gonna be it for today's video. If you liked it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me. I will have all of my social medias linked in the description, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.